This video is about trying to get rust off of old tools, man. I live in Florida and we had a hurricane come through a couple years ago. I forgot about a couple toolboxes, and these tools have been sitting in flood water, like salt water, poo water, for about 2 years. And somebody said I could put them in white vinegar for like a day. Well, I'm gonna soak them in white vinegar for like 3 days. 395 distilled white vinegar, 5% acidity. As you can see there, it's 395. I've opted for a bucket. With it not being as wide side to side, I could put more depth to it. They still open a little bit, but pipe cutter. These are the ones I'm really wondering about. These things are all bound up. Totally jam-packed, stopped. 1/2-inch universal that does not universal anymore. That's a Mac. I'd like to get... See, the little button is not on there? So I just turn it with a screwdriver. That's how I roll. Making ratchet stew, people. You'd think I'd be doing this in a Walmart bathroom. It's just vinegar. But I feel like I'm doing something dirty or illegal. Can you imagine what this is going to look like in a day? 12 hours. 24 hours in, and we now have the funk going on, man. Look at all that stuff. It looks like it may be actually doing a little something now. That's making a genuine difference. Whoa! Did you see that? See the wrench right there, the open inside? I'm gonna scrape that lightly. See it just disappear? Oh man, this is the first time I've seen honest to goodness differences here. 36 hours and it's gone from being tools soaked in vinegar to some kind of gelatinous funk, man. It's been 48 hours and I'm sure there's some kind of life springing forth. See the bubbles? Holy crap, 72 hours. Looks like you pull a femur out of it. Man, I almost messed up. This area in the backyard is kind of my area that's got like various petroleum products in the ground and stuff. I almost put this in the front yard. And it says vinegar is bad for grass. Let's do this for a couple of minutes. Previously locked up 1/2-inch drive universal is working the way it should now. This thing I already tried to turn and is not turning, so I think they're gonna get coated in like PB Blaster or something, all the gear wrenches. Ah, spins! Yeah, I'm gonna have to coat this stuff, man. Let's get it back in the bucket. And they're lathered up. I'm gonna let it cook out here in this Florida sun for about an hour. But first, lunch at Salt Shack. All right, let's see what's working properly now. This is my plan for breaking things loose. Put a bolt in there. This is the one I was most worried about. Okay, it's not doing anything. Did I just break it? Well, you need these follow-ups, people. You need to know if this is actually going to work. Nothing on that side, nothing on that side. All right, we'll go that way. Flip it over. This is the style that doesn't have the little cam. All right, 50% so far. Okay, got the little baby socket working properly the way it should. Needle nose. Ooh, those are moving really well. I'm gonna leave them all oiled up for another day or so. Kind of chewed that up, didn't it? It moves a little bit, but it doesn't really want to move to the other position. Okay, those are working properly. So in the words of Stewie Griffin, what have we learned? Generally speaking, this did a fantastic job. I let it sit for 3 full days on 1/4-inch drive stuff, 3/8, 1/2-inch, and on 90% of the stuff, it fixed it. Now, this old Husky 1/4-inch drive is working perfectly. Might still be able to get that other 1/4-inch working, but what we've learned here is that generally speaking, almost every situation, soaking it for 3 days works really well. 2 days would work. Even 1 day would potentially work. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, you're here for your colonoscopy, Mr. Roberts. Okay.